Let's maul in the Central Committee. Let's cringe in the Central Committee. Let's bog in the Central Committee right now.
3 police officers went to an elementary school in Tennessee and arrested 4 black girls. 1 girl fell to her knees. Another threw up. Police handcuffed the youngest, an 8-year-old with pigtails. The supposed crime, watching some boys fight and not stopping them. The police wound up arresting 11 kids in total using a charge called criminal responsibility. The arrest created outrage. The state lawmakers called the case unconscionable, inexcusable, insane. How did this happen? These arrests took place in Rutherford County, which had been illegally jailing kids for years, all under the watch of Judge Donna Scott Davenport. Donna Scott Davenport is the only elected juvenile court judge the county has ever had. She oversees the courts. She oversees the juvenile jail. She directed the police on what she called our process for arresting children. In this deposition, a lawyer asked Davenport about her taking the bar exam. It took her 9 years and 5 attempts to pass. 3 years after she got her law license, she was on the bench.
When did you first take the bar?
I waited till 87, I believe, a year after I graduated to take it.
Okay. And then, I guess, didn't pass that.
No.
Were there any other attempts in between that?
At least she took the bar, unlike Mike. True.
How many times did you take the bar?
I passed on the 5th time.
When did you first take the bar?
I waited till 80.
Hey, chat. 5th time's the charm, baby. Davenport describes her work as calling. I'm on a mission. It's God missions, she told a newspaper. She says children must have consequences. She encouraged parents to use drug testing kits on their kids. Don't buy them at Dollar Tree. The best ones are your reputable drugstores. Under Davenport, Rutherford County locked up a staggering 48% of children whose cases were referred to juvenile court. The statewide average was 5%. This graphic shows detention rates for juvenile courts in Tennessee. Rutherford County is on the far right. No shit. Lynn Duke, appointed by Davenport, is the county's head jailer. The Tennessee narrowly limits when kids can be locked up, but Duke had her own way. The filter system. Her jail locked up any kid deemed a true threat. As for what's a true threat, her handbook didn't say. In a videotaped deposition, Duke was asked whether the filter system applied. Depends on the situation, she said repeatedly. A lawyer asked Duke, is it your policy or not? No, yes, it's a policy to use it when necessary, Duke said. Duke reports monthly to county commissioners who liken the jail to a business and asked how often the number of beds filled. Just like a hotel, one commissioner says in this video, with breakfast provided, and it's not a continental, says a second.
Just like a hotel. Somewhat.
With breakfast provided, and it's not a continental, right?
Okay.
The police officer who investigated the fight was Crystal Templeton. She wanted to charge every kid who watched. She believed charging them was helping them. By the time of this investigation, Templeton had been disciplined at least 37 times, her personnel file shows. If you had 37 times of being disciplined at your job, you would have been fired 33 times ago. To arrive at a charge, Templeton met with 2 judicial commissioners. In Rutherford County, these commissioners wield great legal power. They can issue warrants, set bail, and conduct probable cause hearings, all without needing a law degree. One commissioner who used to work in a post office came up with the charge of criminal responsibility for conduct of another. The problem? There's no such charge. The kids were charged with a crime that doesn't exist. Of the 11 kids arrested in this case, 4 wound up being jailed under the filter system. The filter system was illegal, yet it was written into the jail's judicial operating procedures for 9 years. The Tennessee Department of Children's Services licensed juvenile jails. It inspected Rutherford County's jail every year. Not once did it flag the filter system. There was very little graffiti, an inspector wrote one year. Neat and clean, she wrote in 3 other years. Judge Davenport declined to talk to us for this story. So did Duke and Templeton. So did the Department of Children's Services. In court records, Rutherford County has denied any wrongdoing. The county's illegal jailing of kids came to a stop only when a federal judge ordered an end to the filter system, but the county is still jailing lots of kids. When forced to stop jailing so many of its own children, Rutherford County ramped up its pitch to detain kids from other places. The county charges $175 a day for each kid they jail. There it is, chat. 175 buckaroos. Just like a hotel. Sounds a lot like re-education camps, except even worse. Biden is live and getting tough on Cinema and Mansion.
Biden is live and getting tough on Cinema and Mansion.
Hello, my old chum.
How did I fall for
I'm
that?
not a elf.
How did I fall for that? I'm an absolute idiot. That was the most liberal click of my life. I actually believed for once in my life Joe Biden would get a clue. How could I fall for that? How could I fall for that? Blinded by Maulding. I needed a little bit of a boost out of it. Tough on Mansion. Can you imagine? How could I fall for that? Owned. Completely owned. Check out promotional video narrated by Judge Davenport over saxophone music and B-roll of children in black and white striped uniformed. It's entitled, What Can Rutherford County Juvenile Detention Center Do for You?
Built in 2008, the Rutherford County Juvenile Detention Center is a 43,094 square foot facility that is located in the heart of Tennessee. Just minutes from Interstate 24 in Murfreesboro, the center is easily accessible with plenty of lodging and restaurant choices to choose from. There are also several major hospitals within a short driving distance as well. With its close proximity to I-24, you can also connect with Interstate 65 and Interstate 40 in less than 30 minutes via State Route 840 that passes through Rutherford County. With easy access to 3 of the state's major interstates, counties located in Kentucky, Alabama, Mississippi, and Georgia are within a 2 or 3 hour driving range of the center. Okay, location is definitely a plus, but what about the center? What makes the Rutherford County Juvenile Detention Center one of the best in the country? Well, for starters, we are one of the top 6 juvenile detention centers in the country, according to Jail Exchange, and also one of the newest and most technologically advanced juvenile detention centers in the state of Tennessee. All of our employees are certified in first aid and CPR, and we also have certified instructors in the areas of first aid, CPR, suicide prevention, nonviolent crisis intervention, and applied physical training. Okay, let's talk about some of the technology that we incorporate into our center. First of all, we have a secure command center that controls access to the
This is where our money goes, chat. Can't feed the homeless, can't house, can't provide free education. But we've got the Panopticon Child Prison.
majority of the building through the use of video, intercom, and electronically controlled lock.
It's a convenient 15 minutes away from the Heritage Plantation Day Park and slave owner experience. Ronald McDonald, thank you for the tier 1 extension through April. Hell yeah, what the hell? Thank you.
Locks into and out of the secured areas that includes detainee drop-off, hallways, detainee housing areas, and detention rooms. There is also video visitation equipment between the lobby and detainee housing to minimize any security risk between visitors and detainees. There are 64 clean and secure detention beds, with 48 of those being in a single occupancy rooms that have a toilet, sink, water fountain, private shower, desk, and intercom system to connect.
Make sure you got that Holy Bible while you're in that prison for children.
An intercom system to connect.
Also, the room that you picked has a giant chip on the desk corner. Wonder what happened there. I wonder what was bashed into the corner of the desk so hard that it chipped off that thick paint.
desk and intercom system to connect with the command center at all times. Facility? Check. Great employees? Check. Programs? Yes, this is an
Preventing teenage alcohol use, teen behavior, stay involved in your teen's education, getting along at home, talking to adolescents about sex, preventing youth violence in your community, about drugs.
another area that the Rutherford County Juvenile Detention Center excels. We offer many programs to detainees at no charge to them. These programs are in place to help educate and to overall make detainees a better person from the time they come in here to the time they leave. Some of the programs include pet therapy, education credit recovery, parenting classes, religious services.
This has some sort of like easy living jazz going on. Like most people, we care more about Doge way more than we care about humans. That was a cute pupper.
Job readiness, nutrition, and online computer classes, just to name a few.
They have them in... Oh my god. They have the children in these striped uniforms. Insane.
Location check. Facility check. Employees check. Programs check. With
This is
all this
so
going
painfully
for us,
American, I
there's
don't know
no
what to say.
question why we have contracts for the detention of juvenile detainees. The reason? Cost and convenience. We can save money for counties who might not have the funds to invest in a facility or do not have access to such a facility within their county.
So it's a profit maker for this county. It's a literal profit maker. Did you note that the parenting assistance hands were black and the job finding handshake were both white? I did not notice that. I did not notice. Thanks for pointing that out. Oh my god, I didn't notice that. Jesus Christ.
Without the need of a facility, staff, food, insurance, and facility maintenance,
Look at all these
the
people
cost
making money
savings
off
could be
these
even
kids,
more
man.
than you might realize. Plus, with the exceptional facility, staff,
gross, dude.
training, and programs found here at the Rutherford County Detention Center, it makes the decision easy to make. To find out more about the Rutherford County Detention Center, please visit our website at www.rutherfordcountydn.gov/JDC. And if you would like to discuss the opportunity to contract out with us, please contact us at area code 615-898-7954 and let us be your partner for the safe custody and well-being of the detained youth of your community.
Absolute disgust. I mean, like, to report the story, filled 56 public record requests, got 38 hours of audio taped interviews from internal police investigation, watched 100 public meetings spanning 12 years.